Want to have your clip featured in the Skyrim Clip of the Week? Simply record the clip on your Xbox and then send it to me via message. My gamertag is iRyeni, that's IRYENI, and then you can message it to me over Xbox and I'll be able to view it. I look forward to seeing the clips that you guys send me. Now moving on to the video. Hey, what's up guys, it's Ryan and welcome back to another episode of Modded Monday. We're on week number 195 now guys. I've picked out 5 new mods for you guys to check out and perhaps add them to your load order if you find them interesting. But like always, before we jump into them, I want to remind you guys that I'm partnered with Gamersups, which in my opinion is the best energy drink on the market. Now I myself used to drink unhealthy gas station energy drinks but switched whenever I heard about Gamersups being the healthier choice and alternative. Since then I've been drinking it regularly, so I reached out and got in contact with them so that we could show you guys the drink and you can try it free if you'd like. If you use my link in the code found in the description, which is RTD, you can get a 10% discount on all their drinks. And if you do end up trying it, definitely let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Now we can jump into this week's mods, and starting us off we have the Deadly Bright Long-Lasting Torches mod. Now this mod may do exactly what you may think, it just makes it so that torches are deadly, bright, and long-lasting now. But it makes it so that torches are now a viable weapon in battle, they'll now light enemies on fire which lasts 15 seconds, they now burn for 10 minutes, they have a slightly increased light radius, and light flicker has more movement whenever you're in caves. If it's too bright for you, there's also a dim version that you can download, which is linked in the description for you. Now in a lot of my top 5 mod episodes, I like to cover the light mods, but mostly just the magical light mods. You know, I'm always talking about how the candlelight spell can be used so that you can use bows in caves and actually have a lot of light instead of carrying a torch. But what if you aren't playing as a mage and don't want to use the candlelight spell? What if you're a one-handed build that just wants to use a torch to get through your caves? Then this mod is definitely for you, because it makes it so you can have a weapon in your right hand, and then you can just hold the torch as normal, but now the torch does more damage, it'll light enemies on fire, causing them to run away if their health gets too low, or they'll get scared of you, and it's also very good for taking out creatures in caves. So that's really all there is to say about this mod. I mean, it just makes it so that your torches are a lot more viable in caves, and with a mod as small as this, coming in at a mere 939 bytes, it'll fit into any load order seamlessly, and that's definitely why it's featured here at our number 5 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading the Deadly Bright Long-Lasting Torches mod. Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have Destroy the Thieves Guild. Now the mod page reads, the often requested mod to destroy the Thieves Guild is finally here in Special Edition. Now back and better than ever. New content and ways to get the items are the main change to this mod. Have you ever felt disappointed in Skyrim's Thieves Guild? Do you wish your righteous warrior could just wipe them out? Do you feel left out if you ignore the quest line, or do you plain want them dead for some reason? Well, now you have the chance. Not to be confused with the old RIM version, this mod now takes its own idea, all built from scratch. This mod adds a new quest that allows you to completely wipe out the Thieves Guild, and it also adds many minor quests to obtain the loot that you would normally miss out on by not joining the guild. How this mod works is the quest doesn't run until you enter Riften, and at that point it runs in the background and gives you new topics with most NPCs where you comment on Riften's poor state. Guards will dismiss it, the Thieves Guild members and associates won't have the option, but most citizens inevitably point you towards Bearsea Honeystrand. Speaking with him now lets you initiate the quest itself, and he offers a reward for taking out the guild, which turns them all hostile when you accept. You'll have to kill Brynjolf to get the key to the cabinet and the flagon, but otherwise just kill everyone, don't forget Maul, and then report to Bearsea. You'll have a nice reward waiting for you, which is an exquisite sapphire to sell or for a collection. But after the full completion of the quest, you don't just get the sapphire. A new NPC will appear in the flagon named Dayloth. He acts as a fence and has a few of his own quests to do, and he serves as your alternate ending to completing the Stones of Berezia and the other Thieves Guild quests that you missed out on. Now we all know that it's possible to go in and actually clear out the Dark Brotherhood, but we never actually took a step over to the Thieves Guild and see if there was a way to clear them out. Which I think would make a lot more sense too, because not only are the Dark Brotherhood struggling when you first find them, but so is the Thieves Guild. Actually, the Thieves Guild is at its lowest point when you arrive. So clearing them out should really be a cakewalk, or at least something that's not extremely difficult. And the fact that if you do destroy the Thieves Guild and actually wipe out everyone, there's still a chance to get all of those unique artifacts that you would have gotten throughout throughout your actual playthrough in the Thieves Guild. So it's not necessarily a way of skipping and missing out on content, it's more of a way of taking a new approach to the Thieves Guild questline and turning it into your own. So if you're tired of getting harassed every time you enter Riften for the first time and you actually want to do something about it, download the Destroy the Thieves Guild mod and take care of them once and for all. And that's definitely why the Destroy the Thieves Guild mod comes in at our number 4 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading it and giving it a try for yourself. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have the Leviathan Animations Two-Handed High Stance. Now I get a lot of comments from you guys saying that you want to see new animation mods, and this is a brand new one that gives the two-handed high stance something that's extremely badass. This mod contains new animations with two-handed weapons, which include the equip animation, the idle, turning, walking in all directions, running and strafing in all directions, sprinting, as well as the unequip animation. This will also serve as the base stance for the future two-handed attack animations that the mod author's working on, so we have a lot of content coming in the future of animation mods here. It's also important to note that this is just the standalone version of the animation mod, and it's also now included in the Leviathan Animations All-in-One mod that I covered a couple weeks back. Now whenever it comes to choosing the perfect animation mod, you don't really want to choose too many different ones, you kind of want to stick around the same kind, because if you combine two different animation mods together, you're just going to have a ton of crashes and incompatibilities. It's a big decision on what type of animations you want, and that you don't overwrite the previous ones that you had. So it's important to take into account what type of character you're going to be playing, so if you are going to have a two-handed character, I would strongly recommend downloading the Leviathan Animations Two-Handed High Stance, because it focuses on literally everything a two-handed character would do. Like I said, equip, idle, turn, walk, strafe, sprint, unequip, all of it. It's all animated and it's all made for a two-handed character, so it's a perfect mod to download if you're a warrior. All in all, if you're looking for some new animations and you're playing as a true warrior that carries a giant claymore or two-handed warhammer, then the Leviathan Animations Two-Handed High Stance is definitely a mod I'd recommend checking out. Coming in at our number 2 spot, we have a beautiful new player home called Haafingar Hall. This is a player home located in Solitude with stunning views of the capital, and it costs 23,000 gold and is family friendly and highly customizable. The features include a fully customizable interior and exterior, a basement, 2 attics, it's family friendly, has all the crafting stations, you have a place to enchant your arrows, a place to condense potions, a place to craft meat and wine, as well as 2 new weapons that have been introduced. You also have all the shrines and standing stones, a fish hatchery, a display room, safe storage in and out, a stable for a horse order book, an item order book, as well as 83 planter soils. You also have bookshelves for 494 books, 9 mannequins, 85 weapon racks, amazing views, and it's all nav meshed. This is an extremely detailed home that comes with so much content that it's almost impossible for me to talk about it all. So let me give you guys a brief tour like we always do and show you around the place. Now as you can see, there is so much to do inside of this house mod, and there's no wasted space at all, like I always say for all of my favorite house mods, but I do feel as though this is one of my favorites that I've seen in a while, because you also have the 23,000 gold that you have to pay in order to get the home, which is also very realistic that you have to purchase it, and it's not just given to you in some way. It's family friendly and highly customizable, so you can change it in any way that you see fit, and if you're a person who likes to get homes in Skyrim and put a lot of stuff on display, you have so many choices in terms of displaying crafting items too. So in my opinion, I think it's a perfect house mod all around, and that's why it comes in at our number 2 spot, coming in at 70.72 megabytes, and I definitely recommend downloading it and being the proud owner of the new Haafingar Hall. Coming in at our number 1 spot, we have a mod that's been recommended like crazy to me over the past few weeks, and that's the Odin Skyrim Magic Overhaul. Now the mod page reads, Odin is what magic in Skyrim should have been. It improves and fixes vanilla Skyrim spells, makes scrolls and staffs viable, adds new spells, scrolls, and staffs inspired from previous Elder Scrolls magic, and the new content is balanced and seamlessly integrated into the game. Odin improves vanilla spells by fixing bugs, visuals, and balancing issues. Now where to actually get these new spells is it's seamlessly integrated into Skyrim, which means that the new tomes, scrolls, and staves can be bought and looted from the same sources as vanilla equivalents of the same level. Now of course I'm not going to be going over every single spell that this mod adds today, but I will give you a couple that I really liked as well as some that are on the mod page, and then you can dive in and give some of these a test for yourself as well. When it comes to the conjuration skill tree, you have Soul Cloak, which for 60 seconds, nearby enemies fill a soul gem on death, so that you no longer have to cast a soul trap on someone or have a soul trap enchantment. You could just walk into a new cave that has a bunch of enemies, cast the Soul Cloak spell, and everyone you kill will fill the soul gems that you have in your inventory, so it's very useful in combat. You also have the Reanimate Greater Corpse, which allows you to reanimate a dead body for 10 minutes, and Daedroths are summonable now. You can summon a Daedroth for 60 seconds wherever the caster is pointing, and it teleports when hit by hostile spells. Moving on over to the destruction skill tree, we have Taldum Scorcher, which is a spell that allows waves of fire that do 30 points of fire damage per second, and targets on fire take extra damage. You have Shocking Strikes, which for 60 seconds, power attacks inflict a burst of lightning, and it also does 40 damage to health and magicka. Next up we have Illusion, which in my opinion changed the most throughout this mod, and some of the spells included is the Simulacrum spell, which allows creatures and people to be attacked by an illusion for 15 seconds, making it so they go crazy and flee combat. You also have Expose Weakness, which for 15 seconds, the next sneak attack against the target does 20% more damage and drains 250 stamina. Finally, we have the Restoration skill tree, which added a couple spells as well, such as the Shield of Daybreak, which for 60 seconds, the caster blocks 10% better and recovers 10 points of stamina on a successful block. And then Black Hand, which allows for a Poisonous Wind that does 50 points of poison damage per second to living targets. Meaning Restoration now has a way of using a destruction type level spell, which is the poisonous damage that you have with the Black Hand spell now. Now some honorable mentions that stick out in my head, there's a spell called Alarm that allows you to actually cast something down that if someone walks over that area that you casted it on, it'll alarm you so that you know if a person is in an area they're not supposed to be. You also have a spell that allows you to change what your character looks like at any given moment, so you can open up the Show Race menu and change anything about your character on the fly. And then you also have smaller spells that increase your movement speed whenever just exploring out throughout the wilderness, as well as swimming throughout the lakes and oceans. So what else could a mage ask for? This is a perfect overhaul for any type of mage character that you may have. So if you're looking to change up the spells in Skyrim and you're looking to maybe do a new mage playthrough, I definitely recommend giving Odin the Skyrim Magic Overhaul a try and seeing how you like these new spells that have been added. And that's definitely why Odin's featured here at our number 1 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading it and becoming a true mage yourself. So that's pretty much it for this week's episode of the top 5 Skyrim mods of the week. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe if you're new. It really helps me out a lot. And if you have any suggestions for mods you'd like me to cover in future top 5 mod episodes, be sure to let me know in the comment section below, or you can follow me on Twitter. I'll be sure to leave my Twitter in the description, and you guys can follow me on there and leave me suggestions there as well. Special shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys have done for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will talk to you guys later.